everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a cash stuffing. Today I will be cash stuffing our last July paycheck. July was a magic month for us, which means that we got one extra paycheck based on how the days fell. So instead of getting 2 paychecks this month, we got 3. Today I'll be cash stuffing $2,282. First, I'm going to start with my wallet. And I do have some leftover money in here, which is nice. Coffee has $2 and these are pretty decent, so I'm gonna swap those out for some more wrinkly bills just so I can get rid of those. And I will be stuffing coffee, but groceries has some leftover money too, and it has 10, 15, 16, 17, which is awesome. So I'm going to roll that over and keep that in my grocery envelope. Nothing back here. I did already scan my receipts into Fetch. Fetch is an app where you can scan your receipts, get points for them, and redeem them for gift cards. So I will have my referral code in the description box below. Coffee is going to get $50, and for my coffee denominations, I did 4 10s. And I already tried to pre-plan by putting the kind of more wrinkled bills in the front, but I always just like to double check anyways. And 5 1s. I do need to unstuff some money from here because we did go to Dutch Bros this weekend. So with the $2 in here, coffee has 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 51, 2, 3, 4, 5, 56. Okay, I definitely counted that wrong because this should be 52. 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 46, 7, 8, 9, 50, 51, 52. So $52 in coffee. Groceries is going to get $196. I budget $300 for every 2 weeks, but we already got groceries. So the leftover money that I had in our grocery envelope was $196. So I had 3 50s left, 2 20s, a 5 and a 1. 50, 100, 150, 170, 190, 195, 196. And then this additional $17. I'm gonna switch that 5. Groceries has 50, 100, 150, 170, 190, 200, 5, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 213 in groceries. Next is going to be Eat Out, and this envelope is going to get $80, and I did that in 4 20s. I also do need to unstuff some money from here, but I'll do that off camera. 20, 40, 60, 80. And that is it for my wallet. The first binder I'm going to cash stuff is my bills binder, and I'm also going to grab my month ahead binder because this binder has the same exact envelope categories as my bills binder, and it just holds the money that we are ahead on. Since this is our magic month paycheck, I thought this would be the perfect video to kind of quickly explain my month ahead binder and how I got a month ahead on some of my bills. I get a lot of questions about my month ahead binder and how to get a month ahead. Basically, I have my bills binder here, which has all of my bills categories. We do cash stuff our bills. So I have all of my bills in order from the first of the month to the last day of the month, just so I can stay more organized. Then I have another binder that has the same exact envelopes. So I store 1 month in here, and then I store another month in here, just so my envelopes don't get so bulky and start to break. I also like seeing the months separated from each other just because that helps me stay organized. So we get paid bi-weekly, and with each paycheck we like to save half of the bill amount, which makes it easier to budget, and that way we avoid a large payment all at once. So for example, our rent payment is $1,280 a month. So rather than budgeting that whole amount from one paycheck, we take half of that amount, which is $640, from each paycheck. Then after 2 paychecks, we have the total amount needed to pay the bill in full when it's due. I guess rather than saying paychecks, I should say pay periods. If you aren't familiar with my cash stuffing videos and my channel and my financial situation right now, we are basically living off of my boyfriend's paycheck because I have been in college and I have not been working. I will be starting my new job in August, so we will have 2 paychecks instead of 1. So basically with what I just said, with each pay period, we like to save half of the bill amount. So for the $1,280 rent, we like to make sure that when it's payday, we set aside $640 for rent. And then the second payday, we save the second $640. So to make it even easier on us, we split that $640 in half so that my boyfriend is not pulling out $640 from his paycheck for rent and I'm not. So when I get paid again, he will not be pulling $640 from rent anymore. He will be budgeting $320 and I will be budgeting $320, and then that together makes $640, which is the first half of our rent payment. Hopefully that makes sense. I've always wanted to stay ahead on our bills because it provides peace of mind for us, and budgeting this way has been my goal since I first started cash stuffing. I was talking to Jasmine's wallet and she brought up the idea of using a separate binder for my month ahead bills, and ever since then I've incorporated it into my system to keep each month's bill money separate and organized. So this whole binder idea is totally from her. That is where I got the idea from, but I've always budgeted to be ahead on bills so that I'm not pulling out money for bills that are due within like the next week. We got a month ahead by setting aside money for bills with our magic month paycheck. So again, like I mentioned, a magic month is a month where you get paid an extra time based on how the days fall. So since we get paid bi-weekly, which is twice a month, we get 2 paychecks in 1 month. So when it's a magic month, we get 3 paychecks, and it's kind of like bonus money. We are ahead on some bills, the majority of them, but not all of them. Our July 31st magic month paycheck will help us catch up on the remaining bills so everything is on the same schedule. So because we are a month ahead on rent, because we already have September 1st here, we don't need a budget for that with our magic month paycheck. So I'm gonna quickly explain the schedule that I want to be on. So our August paychecks will fund bills due in October. This keeps us at least 1 month ahead and helps us avoid relying on the same month's income to pay that month's bills. And that is totally just our personal preference. You don't have to do it that way, and it does take time to get a month ahead, and especially if you don't have extra income to put towards bills to get a month ahead, it can be a little difficult. I know when I wanted to get a month ahead, I used some side income from YouTube to help do that. Once we cash stuff some of the bills that aren't really caught up yet with this magic month paycheck today, each month's 2 bi-weekly paychecks will fully fund bills due 2 months later. So again, our August paychecks are on the 14th and the 28th. That is my boyfriend's paydays. Mine will kind of fall a little bit behind because with my new job, I get paid on the 15th and the 30th of every month. So once we cash stuff our magic month paycheck today, each month's 2 bi-weekly paychecks will start to fully fund bills due 2 months later. So again, some of them are already like that, some of them are not. Just staying ahead like this gives us a financial buffer, which is why we like to budget this way. I've gotten asked a few times, like, why don't I just pay for bills with that paycheck for that month? And I do not like doing that. If our income changes or an unexpected expense comes up, our upcoming bills are already covered, which is the whole point of why I'm doing this. And it gives us flexibility and again, also peace of mind. So that is totally personal preference and how we like to budget. Of course, you don't have to do it that way, but a lot of people ask me about my system, so I thought I would explain that before I cash stuff this paycheck. So getting into the cash stuffing, normally we stuff a little over $1,000 for all of our bills each payday. Today, we are only needing to set aside about half of that because we are already ahead on several bills. So we can put that money into other envelopes, which is really nice. So rent, we already have September 1st in here. We are going to skip our rent payment this time. So when we get paid again in August, those 2 August paychecks will fund rent for October. Same with car insurance, that's due on September 1st. Netflix, I've got September 1st in there. And iCloud Plus, I've got September in there. So all of those bills are due on the 1st and then the second. So we can skip stuffing these for July 31st. My life insurance is going to get $16, and there's already 16 in there. $10, $15, $16. So this is fully funded with $10, $20, $25, $30, $31, $32. And this is due September 3rd. So we wanted to stuff this one with our Magic Month paycheck to kind of get caught up. So hopefully that makes sense. When we get paid again and we cash stuff, I will move these bills over here. So this is the full amount for September. I could move it over now, but I'm just going to leave it in my bills binder because the next time I cash stuff, we will be setting aside more money for these bills. They will get moved over. I'm just going to leave them here for now. Paramount Plus is going to get $14. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And this is actually not half of the amount. This is the whole payment. And I wanted to do that to get kind of on track. So this is due September 3rd. And this one was a new bill, which is why we weren't a month ahead on this one. But now it's caught up with the rest of the bills that are due at the beginning of the month. Utilities, I never really am ahead on just because it's always changing, and it's just kind of hard for me to get ahead on this one. But hopefully I can have like a $200 buffer in here for this. So utilities is going to get $55 today. Now utilities has 51, 150, 160, 165, which is our bill for August. So this is due August 5th. And since this is for the current month, I'm going to put it in my month ahead binder here. And it is August 3rd when I'm filming this. So I will be unstuffing this week and depositing that into my checking account so that can get paid. Spotify is going to get skipped. Renter's insurance has August payment in here. This is a quarterly bill, so I will be adding $5 in here to start this bill and have it ready when it's due in November. So renter's insurance just has $5. My Toyota Remote Connect, I have August in here. This is due August 12th. So now you can start to kind of see where I have all of my August bills in here because it is August 3rd. It's the beginning of the month. So these have not been taken out and brought to the bank yet. This is going to get $7. So 5, 6, 7. Now in here we have 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, $15. Which is the total amount for that bill. This is due on the 12th, so this is September's payment. The goal is to have September's payment in my bills binder. Logan's Roth is going to get $45. So again, this is due in the middle of the month on the 15th. So today we will be adding $45, 20, 40, 45. Now in here we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 85, $90, which is fully funded. So this is September's payment. Next is Planet Fitness, and this is going to get $13. So I don't know why I didn't label this, but 13 is the monthly payment. So this is for August. And this is a newer subscription as well. So that's why I am just now cash stuffing August. Normally I would stuff $6 one time and then $7 the next to add up to 13, but I wanted September's payment in here already. So this is going to be labeled for September. Next is Logan's life insurance. This is due on the 21st, so I have August here, and we are going to fund September's payment. So this will get $34. So 20, 30, 1, 2, 3, 34. Now in here we have 20, 40, 50, 60, 65, 66, 7, 8, $69. Which is fully funded. So this is September's payment. Next is Blink Plus. I don't have August payment in here because this one is newer. This is due on the 24th, so I will be adding $6 in here. So I guess I should have done, and here's where I made a mistake. I have 5, 10, 11, 12 in here. So this is for August 24th, so that'll be moved into my month ahead binder. And I should have September's in here already too, so I should have cashed off the rest of August and then stuffed another $12 in here, which is the full monthly payment. Have that for September, but I didn't do that. So I do have some extra money, but it is in placeholders, which I'll explain later. But I could use that and put it here for this. So Blink does have August payment, but it doesn't have September's full payment yet, so I will fix that. My phone is due at the end of the month. It's due on the 25th, so here's August payment. So my phone is going to get $17 to fully fund September's payment. Now in my phone, we have 10, 20, 25, 30, 31 to 33. So this is good for September 25th. Logan's phone is the same. It's due on the same day. So we are going to add the second half of September's payment to fully fund this with $38. 20, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38. So now in Logan's phone, we have 20, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 71, 2, 3, 4, $75. So this is fully funded for September. I'm so happy to finally be done with these sticky notes. They are not sticky at all, and they really are not my favorite. So I just wanted to use them up because I didn't want them to go to waste, but I'm glad that now I'm done with these. See, it's already like coming off. Next is internet. I have August payment here. It's due on the 26th, and I will be stuffing $58 in internet. So 50, 55, 56, 57, 58. So this should complete September's payment. 50, 100, 105, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 116. I have the same brand of sticky notes. They just look different, and I have a ton of them, so I'm gonna start using these up to get rid of them. They are not sticky either. So there is September's payment fully funded and ready to go, which is so exciting because now we have all of September's bills covered. And then I have HP Instant Ink, which I don't have an envelope for that yet, but this is going to start on August 31st. So I'm going to add $3 here. $5, $6, $7, $8. So that is ready for the end of August. And then that can just get caught up later. I'm not really too worried about this one because it is such a small amount and I'm kind of testing it out. I've never had the HP Instant Ink subscription before. So that is it for that. Annual expenses is our envelope for the Planet Fitness annual fee. And in here, I'm going to add $3. So we only need to pay this once a year. 1, 2, 3. So in here we have $1, $2, $3, $4, $5. And then Sam's Club, this is our yearly membership, and we will be adding $5 into this envelope. This is not due until October. So in here we have $100 in the bank, $105, $110. So we just need $10 more for this envelope. And then Canva Pro is going to get 20. Now Canva Pro has 20, 40, 50. And that is it for my bills binder. I do have my buffer envelope here, and this is just for extra money. So we had $200 left from this paycheck that I did not know where to put. So I moved that to our joint savings account, and now I have two $100 placeholders to represent that money in the bank. So I'm just going to add this in here. Sometimes we go over budget on some envelopes before our next payday, and so I like to pull from the buffer envelope here, but I'm hoping that we don't spend any of this and I can just move it into one of our sinking funds envelopes when we get paid again. But I won't do that until we get paid to know for sure that we won't actually need this money. But with the Blink Plus, I will be taking out $12 from here and adding that to Blink Plus, but that's only a little bit, so that's okay. So that is it for my month ahead binder. Next up is variable expenses. And here first we have gas. Gas is going to get $40. So 20, 40. Now gas has 20, 40, 50, 55, 56, $57. Household is going to get 40, 20, 40. Now household has 20, 40, 60, 65, 66. Wellness is going to get 120. I wanted to kind of bulk this envelope up because this is for like our protein powders and Logan's creatine and things like that, so that stuff can really add up. So with this one, I did two 50s and a 20. So now in here, we have 50, 100, 120, 30, 35, 36, 137, which I do need to buy some more protein powder, and I'm going to wait for Wednesday because there's a discount on that on Wednesdays. Pet care is going to get 60, so 20, 40, 60. Now pet care has 20, 40, 60, 80, 85, 86. Nespresso is going to get $30, so 20, 30. So now Nespresso has 20, 30, 40, 45. Health is going to get 40, 20, 40. Now in health we have 20, 40, 60, 70. Dental is going to get $11, so 10, 11. Now dental has 20, 30, 40, 41, 2, 3, 4, 45. Toiletries is going to get 15, 10, 15. Now toiletries has 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 51. Next is car care, and I'm going to add $20 into here. So now car care has 20, 40, 60, 80, 85, 86. Hair care is going to get 10. Now in hair care we have 20, 30, 40, 45. Gifts is going to get 20. Now in gifts we have 20, 30, $35. Home is going to get 20. Now in home we have 20, 40, 60, 65, 70, 71, 2, 73. Date night is going to get 20, and that's all that it has. Fun is going to get 30, so 20, 30. I need to unstuff some money from here. We watched Spider-Man Brand New Day, and it was so good. I need to go check and see how much we spent. Fun has 20, 40, 50, 60, 61. And then nothing going into grocery buffer. Seasonal expenses is going to get skipped, and then sick day is going to get 10. So now sick day has 20, 40, 60, 70, $80. I think I will stuff this until it gets to 100 and then just leave it at that. But that is it for our variable expenses. Next up is our sinking funds. And the first envelope is car maintenance, which is going to get $50. So now car maintenance has $1,000 in the bank and $50 in cash. Car registration is going to get $10. So now in here we have $50, $70, $80. Emergency is going to get $10. So now emergency has $500, $800 in the bank, $850, $860. Month ahead is going to get skipped. Pet emergency is going to get $10. So now in here we have $60. Dental is going to get skipped. Medical is going to get $10. So now we have $30. Future home is going to get $10. And now in here we have $500, $600 in the bank, $650, $660. New car is going to get $10. Now new car has $500, $600 in the bank, $610, $620. Electronics is going to get $10. Now in here we have $100 in the bank, $120, $130. Taxes is going to get $115. And I think I did that with 5 ones, but I can't remember. So I'm just going to do that. And if my denominations are messed up, then I know where I went wrong. So I have a $100 placeholder to represent 100 in the bank that I just moved to my savings. And then 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So now taxes has $1,100 in the bank, $150, $160, $1, $2, $3, $4, $5, $6, $7. $1,167. And then moving expenses is going to get $20. And now in here we have $300 in the bank, $320, $340, $350. And then special events is going to get $10. So now in here we have $100 in the bank, $120, $140, $150. And that is it for our sinking funds. Next up is our holiday binder. And in here, anniversary is going to get $5. So now anniversary has $20, $30, $35, $40. Valentine's Day is going to get $5. So now Valentine's Day has $20, $25, $30. Father's Day is going to get $5. So now in here we have $10. Thanksgiving is going to get $5. So now in here we have $20, $40, $50, $55. And then Christmas is going to get $30. So $20, $30. And now Christmas has $100 in the bank, $120, $40, $50, $155. And that is it for our holiday binder. Next is my personal binder. And I will be adding $20 into spending. And that's all that it has. Nails is going to get 15. So 10, 15. Now in nails I have 10, 15, 20. I do have like 3 other sets of nails, so I'm pretty good on that, but I just want to get ahead on that. Skincare is empty, so I'm going to add 30 into here. Beauty is empty as well, so it'll get 30. Planning is going to get 30. Okay, I thought I did less, but I guess not. Now planning has 20, 40, 50, 60. Clothing is going to get 20. So now in clothing I have 30. Haircuts is going to get $20, and that's all that it has. Prescriptions is going to get 15, 10, 15. My envelope for Logan is going to get 60, and actually I need to check the denominations that I did because I'm not sure if I grabbed a 50. For this one I did 3 20s, so 20, 40, 60. Logan's birthday is on Saturday the 8th, so that is literally this week. So now in here I have 50, 100, 120, 40, 60, 80, 90, 200, which isn't as much as I wanted to save, but I haven't been working for months, so I mean, $200 is okay. I just couldn't get him the thing that I wanted to, but that's okay. Maybe for Christmas. Gifts is going to get $10. So now Gifts has 20, 40, 50. Dental is going to get 20. So now Dental has 100, 120, 130. And then my birthday envelope is going to get 20. So in here I have 20, 40, $50. And that is it for my personal binder. Next up is Logan's personal binder, and Dental is going to get 25, which I guess I should have condensed this when I did my cash condensing. I just didn't realize that there was so much in here. So 20, 25. So now in here we have 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 620, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 700, 710, 15, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 725. Prescriptions is going to get $2. So 1, 2. Now in here we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 56, 7, 8, 9, 60. I like to keep this. This is a good number to keep this at, so I might not stuff that next time. Spending is going to get 37. So 20, 30, 35, 36, 37. His envelope for me is going to get 60, and let me check the denominations again because I still have a 50 left for some reason. Oh, I did do a 50 for this. So 50, 60. So now in here he has 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 170, 180, 190, 200. And then clothing is going to get 30. So 20, 30. That's all that it has. And games is going to get 30 as well. And that's all that it has. And that is it for his personal binder. The last thing I'm going to do in this video is cash stuff our savings challenge. And we're doing the 2026 Fridays savings challenge. So for this one, we will stuff 31 and 7 for a total of $38 since this is for every Friday and we don't get paid weekly. So we're going to do 2. So we have 20, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38. So I guess I did not mess up on those denominations. Now in here we have 100, 200, 300, $400 in the bank, 450, 470, 480, 485, 490, 491, 2, 3, 4, 5. So $495 in this savings challenge, which is awesome. That is it for this cash stuffing video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will talk to you guys in my next video.